resilient, passionate, driven individual that I've ever met. Once she puts her mind to something, there is no way that thing has not been done.
3 peaks, 700 kilometers of running, 10,000 meters of ascent and descent in 7 days or less with basically no sleep. What are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for everyone that's here, and I'm grateful for you to come into start running. It'll be free.
12 months of planning. Let's fucking go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Three peaks world record. Ben Nevis, Scarfell Pike and Snowdon.
Absolutely enormous. It was a massive challenge.
Potentially the most insane thing I've ever witnessed in my life.
It's a pretty unbelievable thing to take on. 6 days of pushing your body to the limit, basically. And the difference between this challenge and some other challenges you might see in the media is that there's no recovery time. This is on the limit day after day. There's no time for your body to get used to the load.
Running constantly, bar about 15 hours, 16 hours sleep for 6 days and 5 hours and 43 minutes was insane, with the hills in between and then the monotony of the roads.
I know of genuinely only a handful of people who've even attempted it, and the record that Imo was trying to break has stood for over 40 years. So the true pioneers who did this back in the 70s in just under 6 days for the men and just over 7 days for the women, those records have stood ever since.
The way that she dug herself out of a hole on numerous occasions was just, absolutely incredible to watch and very, very inspiring.
Countdown happened and we had 5k to run from Fort William to the base of Ben Nevis.
Chris obviously set off with her and they were really motoring it at the start and flew up Ben Nevis. So you could tell she seriously wanted this thing to go well for her and give her every shot that she could with breaking the record.
I was struggling to keep up, and I remember every now and again I didn't want to be overbearing in terms of saying, Imo, how you feeling? So I would use her cues to see where her effort level was, and she gave off no impression that she was struggling at all.
Imo got up there and back down incredibly quickly. I think that sort of caught us out, and by the time she got down she was off again, so there wasn't really much time to think about the fact that the first peak was done because it was done so quickly in that heat.
We kept having to fill up our water and both of us I think slowly started deteriorating after that kind of 40k because it was so unbelievably hot.
By the end of the day, I remember thinking our challenge for the next 2 days is going to be staying on top and preventing heat illness more than it is staying on schedule.
Ben Nevis is done. She's now trundling down the A82.
Great running. Great running.
Whoa.
The first day for us was all about kind of keeping things as relaxed and calm and cool and collected as we possibly could, knowing that we had a big 6 days to follow.
Oh, I just felt so sick. It's just been the heat. It's been so hot.
You're inspiring so many people. The messages of admiration are just phenomenal.
10k left. Woo! Then a nap, shower, massage at Johnny, nap, and then we start again at 2am-ish.
So Imo's 4 minutes away from her first stop of the trip. So we'll go massage, food, bed, and then we go again at 2 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I am actually. I don't feel too bad. I'm actually feeling better than I thought I'd feel, so ready to hit the road.
Just making a nice cafetiere of coffee and some good old Yorkshire tea.
Day 2 started at 2 a.m. This was the day where we had decided to have just a short nap at the finish of day 1 rather than a full sleep, so that we could tackle the section of the A82 which is most dangerous overnight, so from about 2 till 5 a.m. I don't think anyone had really had much more than 2 hours sleep.
That was the bit that we were all kind of, I guess, dreading in some sense. It was the road section that we knew we were taking a risk on.
It just takes one wrong step, land on your ankle funny, and that can, in theory, end the whole thing.
Yeah, my knee's a bit sore. So my knee kind of flared up on day 2. It flared up after about 300 kilometres, so it kind of makes sense. But it was frustrating, and it is inevitable. So you just kind of got to grind it out.
I couldn't switch off. You were just sort of thinking all along, is she still moving? Yes, she is moving, but she's moving very slowly. Ow, this really must be hurting.
So she's had a little bit of IT band related pain, so we're just loosening up the muscles around there. Then we'll flip her over, work it into her glutes a little bit, and get her ticking over again.
Once she got through that first road section, I then joined for the next section, and she was in really, really good spirits. And I remember thinking, like, we're going to be all right from here. And that was a big milestone. That was a big hurdle for us to get over.
We then headed into Glasgow, which was very cool. It was amazing to have lots of support. The amount of people that turned up for work in the early hours to come support us was just amazing.
But for me, day 2 was the crux day. Logistically, it's the most challenging. We had to go down the A82 alongside Loch Lomond, which is a really dangerous road. We did it overnight to mitigate the risk, and we did it safely and successfully, and it got us ahead of schedule. So, big day. That's the best day's running you've ever done in your life. Respect. 17 hours on the trot.
Well done.
25k PB.
Absolutely monumental.
And you're
Herculean.
in way better shape than I would have expected.
Oh,
We're winning!
Good bath.
winning!
Shower.
Day 3 and you're absolutely rocking it, and you're still smiling, and you're amazing, as everybody keeps telling you on Insta.
I'm grateful for all of you because, my God, this is definitely not an I. This is most definitely a we.
Okay, and I'm grateful for 152,000.8.
Lauren Bodds, Imo's parents, vital members of the team.
I always say to people when they first approach me with these challenges, if you can avoid it, it's best not to do these things with the people that you love and the people that love you the most.
You're essentially watching your kid torture themselves for 6 days.
It's hard to watch someone that you love so much keep pushing through what essentially is an extreme amount of pain and suffering, and to not let that affect you and to not let that worry you. I think it couldn't be expected of anyone.
112 kilometres today. In 80k, we'll be at the English border in Gretna Green. Let's go!
Where's next? Gretna Green?
No, stop. Matt, we've got 50k till Gretna.
Where you pushing to?
Don't shoot your load too early.
I did a last minute call out to find a physio, and Johnny reached out to me about 2 months prior. None of us knew him, and he was beyond amazing. He was just incredible. He fitted into a very tight-knit crew already. We all knew each other really well, and he fit in so well. He went above and beyond.
I'm really looking forward to getting to Gretna. Can't wait to touch that sign.
that big old Welcome to England sign.
I don't know why this bloody garage. It will not shut this fucking garage. Into the garage again, favourite job, and off we go. Next checkpoint.
Touched the sign in England, which was amazing. I remember having a massage by the sign in Gretna Green, which was very surreal. It was another really hot day, which the heat was the biggest factor, making me feel incredibly sick and making it very tough.
Well done, Imo!
I won't lie, it was tough, but it was the day that I wanted to get done, and I've done it, and I won't quit, and I will get it done, and I will smash this record.
Good girl, right attitude.
Yeah,
Having a crew for me was just the most important thing.
Everyone in that team was pushed almost to their breaking point, not necessarily in the physical sense that Imo was, but everyone had to forego a lot of sleep. I think the average sleep was probably 3 to 4 hours per night.
We all wanted this challenge, this record, to be a success as much as Imo, and it was our job to make that happen.
Vibes are good because I've got a team, an amazing team. Friends and family coming today.
Imo is tenacious, she's stubborn.
She is seriously determined, incredibly headstrong, and very stubborn.
She's stubborn, she is incredibly mentally strong. I think when others would stop, she has the ability to continue. That is her greatest strength.
I think she does it because she genuinely loves running and she genuinely loves pushing herself to her absolute limit.
Day 4, we were heading to Scarfell. I'd baked up day 4 in my mind and knew that I had an amazing support team coming. Come on, legs.
I think both of us had probably blown this out of proportion in our minds, but it felt like there were 100 people or more cheering Imo to the summit. Yeah, we both got a bit emotional at the top of that climb.
It's the 4th day of our 3-peak challenge. That's Imo Boddy. This is the summit of Scarfell Pike. And we just come up to the peak break now. Whatever you did there, whatever you said to yourself on that climb, keep doing that. This is the most proud you've ever been. What happened there is the moment you just went to the next level. Words can't describe how proud you are, okay? Just keep doing what you're doing, alright? Take a moment to keep doing that.
Having Imo's family and some of her really close friends on the hill with her and being able to run down the rest of the way with her was pretty special moment. And it was also, getting over Scarfell was a huge step in the right direction to really believe that this was going to go down.
I'm grateful for my crew as always, and for Serena, your support yesterday and your energy. Oh. Come on. You have got this.
4:53 and made 19th.
All right. See you in the next place.
It's nice just having, even if we're not talking, just having someone alongside her just gives her a bit of a boost.
A slower start today with a little bit of shin pain, but we're getting on top of it. Little change of shoes, vibes are good again, and we're cruising.
She is smashing it. It's pretty damn tough out there. I think it's definitely tougher than I was expecting. I have no doubt that she's going to make it to the end.
What do you want us to do?
Wash, ice and shake them.
Great stuff, Imo.
Smart there.
That was bloody tough.
Did it though?
I don't think I've ever dug so deep so many times in my life.
It's 3:45:57 on the 20th of May, the 6th day of Imo Boddy's 3 Peaks Challenge. This is the yellow bus stop in Carmel that we finished yesterday at and are starting today at, heading towards Wales.
We're going to have some epic support today.
Yeah, it's going to be a good day.
Imo's just gone for another power nap, which is integral to getting her through the night and to the end tomorrow morning.
Imo Boddy, you're officially in Wales! Woo!
Yeah!
Wales.
Wales, baby.
So the plan's changed slightly. Instead of having a rest tonight, we're just going to go through the night, attack Snowdon in the dark, and get it done.
Unfortunately, we had to shorten this day by around 9 kilometres, but it was the best decision that could have been made. Imo was really struggling this day, and there's only so hard you can push, especially knowing you've still got kind of another 200 kilometres or whatever in the bank to run.
We're going to Snowdon and this goal has never felt so close but so far. And it's brutal. And that's it. I knew I needed to sleep. I'd had a nap about 2 or 3 hours prior and I knew I needed another one. And I broke down on the floor, burst into tears, and I just demanded for the camper van to be brought to us. And I keep talking about that, about being a pinnacle moment, being like, I knew that was my limit, having the need of sleep like I needed that moment, and breaking down the floor and being told that I needed to have a 10-minute power nap on the floor was, I think, where I was down to experience and something I'd never had before.
In the end, she did manage to keep going, and we got to the camper van. She had a bit of a snooze, and then we cracked on with the original plan, but it was certainly the lowest moment physically for Imo, and the most difficult moment emotionally for me, because it's hard being the bad guy in that situation.
It's so hard to hear that, and it's so hard to see her struggling emotionally, physically, mentally. But it was definitely a moment where we all had to kind of come together and think about the best strategy to move forward, because we tried everything that we knew, and yeah, ultimately it all just become too much.
That particular night, I mean, we probably had an hour's sleep, if that. Or did we have any? I can't really remember, it was just a bit of a blur. I just remember sitting in the camper van, not moving for fear of waking Imo up when she was having her 2-hour nap before she set off for the final day.
absolutely blessed. 7 days, perfect weather. Let's get it done. That's Imo Boddy. That's the summit of Snowdon. Up the pig track, the penny pass.
Downhill to the finish, then we have 12k to Carnarvon. We're done. This challenge has broken me too many times, but yeah, 12k to go, and I'm unbelievably excited, and I hope I've inspired other people to push themselves like I have.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new world record holder and fastest known time in a time of 6 days, 5 hours and 43 minutes, beating the previous record by over 18 hours. I give to you Imo Boddy!
This is Dorothy. She's 11 years old, and she is the strongest lady in the whole entire world.
I'm so incredibly grateful for Imo trusting me to do this role, because it's a dream of mine to do this sort of stuff.
Watching her get up from an incredibly dark hole time and time and time again, that is the mindset of an animal. She really did defy all the odds, and I don't think anyone will ever question Imo Boddy again.
Unusually, I actually don't think there was a moment where I really seriously doubted whether she could physically do it. No, I was, again, that's rare, but I was confident throughout that she had what it takes to not just beat this record, but quite early on I realised she was going to absolutely obliterate it. And yeah, my confidence in that and in her stayed high throughout.
It's left me more driven than ever, and yeah, I want to get out and compete and race, and hopefully little 24-year-old me will yeah, look back and think, yeah, I'm pleased that I did. But if there's any takeaway, it's left me unbelievably fired up for the next.